Okay, everybody. This is Miriam asked me how I did the toes on my socks. So I am about 6 stitches from changing over to the red for the toes. And I changed to double pointed needles because I like them better than the little 9-inch circulars. And this is the toe. It's sort of a wedge toe. It's the same on the front and the back. So I'm going to show you how I do that. And I'm going to show you how I add in, let me get this yarn untangled here. Somehow I'm always managed to get everything tangled up. So I'm going to change over to the double pointed needles. These are size 2mm US zeros. And I will turn this where I hope you can see it okay, this room. This is the yarn I've been working with. And I'm going to add in the red. So what I do is I lay the red over the top of that. I just put about a 2-3 inch maybe tail. It doesn't have to be that long, but over down into the sock that way. And I will hold my working yarn, finishing yarn in my right hand and the red in my left hand. So what I'll do is the first stitch after that, I just lay the red over, wrap the yarn that I was working with, and knit. Next one, you knit, you don't pull it over. About pulled my tail loose there. You just knit regularly. You don't do excuse me, anything with the red. So that locks that stitch in right there. So the next one, you're going to put the red one over the top, work your white and black, and then let the red one go. Regular stitch, no wrapping. Red over the top, work the white and black stitch, let the red one go, and then work the last one. Okay, now you're going to be working, I take my stitch marker off, you're going to be working the white and black tail in, and I just cut a piece off long enough to work that in, and you won't need that anymore. So this is the beginning. And I just keep my yarn in the same hands that I did because I can knit either way. And you're going to knit the first stitch with the red. Whoops, I was off camera, I'm sorry. Knit the next stitch. You're going to wrap. It may be easier if you swap sides. Okay, let's swap hands because it's easier to wrap that way. Yeah. Okay. I keep getting this little red tail in my way, and I have sometimes knit with that, so I don't want to do that. So you're going to wrap the white over the top, wrap your red, and unwrap the white, and knit that stitch. Knit the next one just regular. Hope you can see that. Next one, you bring the white over the top, wrap your red like you would normally for a knit stitch, and unwrap the white. Knit that one. And I only do 6 or 8 stitches like this. 6 or 8 total stitches, not wrapped stitches. And then I do also work my ends in after. Some people just, that's enough for them, but I still like to work my ends in again. Over the top, wrap your red, unwrap the white, and knit one plain. No wrapping of the white. So see how that's got that woven in on the back? So now I've got enough of that. Plus I'm going to work the tails in later again. So I have 56 stitches. So I always put on the first needle half of my stitches, and then I use a second and third. That way it's easier for me to make the rounds. Let me get my tails here and some yarn pulled out. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 8. And this mohair's a little funny. 9, 10, 11, 12. This is real time. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Make sure 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, because you're going to be doing decreases on either side, so you make sure you got them even. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. For most people that would have been 30 stitches, because most people work 60 rounds, and I work 56 because I knit quite loosely. So half of 28 is 14. So I'm going to put 14 on my next needle. So I'll know this is what I would consider the back of my sock, but once you get the toe on it, doesn't matter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you should have 14 on the last needle here. And you can pull that and tighten it up just a little bit so you won't have a gap right there. And I'll show you when we get over to that one. Almost. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. That's 56 stitches. Okay. So you can see that red through there just a little bit. So if you snug it up, that goes away. And you can also snug up the stitches from the other side a little bit, which closes your gap here. All right, we're on our first decrease row. And it's aggravating to try to keep all these little tails in here, but that's the easiest way I know to keep them out of your way. All right. On the very first stitch, this is how I do mine. I knit the first one, slip as to knit, slip as to knit, and knit through the back, knit those two together, slip, slip, knit. Then you're going to knit over to the last 3 stitches. Need some more lights in this room so everybody can see. I hope you can see this. I may have to record a different toe on something else. That's one more. And then you're going to knit these 2 together and knit the last stitch on that needle. Okay, you're going to go to your next needle, which is a half of the back side. So you're going to knit 1, slip, 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 knit, knit to the end of that needle, okay. You're going to start knitting on the third needle, and you're going to knit all the way across until you get to the third 3 stitches. And you knit 2 together. So you have to sort of pretend, then you knit your last stitch. Pretend like these 2 stitches are the same as this needle. So you're going to do your slip, slip, knit on this side and your knit 2 together on this side. After you've done a decrease row, then you're going to just knit all the stitches as they are, no more on the next row. Boy, it's hard to do in the camera. I keep missing my stitches, guys. Every one of them. Surprised I've hit any of them. I'm going to have to pretend like you're not there so I can knit. Okay, knit just straight across that needle. Straight across the last 2 in that round. Sorry, that's my computer beeping at me because the dogs are in the backyard and we have cameras, motion cameras out there, and it tells me when they're out there running around so I can make sure nobody's being mean to them. We live in a little bit of a rough neighborhood. Okay, now you're on row 3. So every odd row you're decreasing, every even row you're just knitting. So you're going to knit your 1 again, slip, slip, knit, knit to the last 3 stitches on this needle, or on this side. Get more yarn pulled out here. Knit those 2. You're at 3 stitches left. Knit 2 together. Knit the last one. Knit 1. Slip, slip, knit. Knit to the end of that needle. Knit the next one to the last 3 stitches. And you can do this on cable needles, you can do it on circular needles, you can do magic loop, whatever is easiest for you, but I like my double pointed needles when things get this small. Knit 2 together, the last 3, knit your last one, and you're going to knit. Your next round will just be knit around. Now let me show you the other toe here. Okay, so you're going to continue to decrease on each side with 1 stitch in between. And when you have that 1 stitch in between, when you fold your toe over this way, it gives you this little ridge on both sides. And then when you get to 12 stitches on this side and 12 stitches on that side, then you Kitchener stitch them together. And there's a lot of good tutorials on Kitchener stitch. So that's the way I do my socks and my toes. And I do the cuff, not the cuff, the heel the same way. So I hope that helps. I'll talk to everybody later. Bye.